Welcome to the classroom. In this season, we're dealing with structural geology. Structural geology is a subset of geological processes, the topic that I've discussed in previous seasons. But in this season, we're digging into the details of structural geology. What is structural geology? Structural geology is a subset of geology in which we try to understand past deformation events that have been recorded in the rocks that we can go out and measure. We're looking at deformations such as faulting and folding, even joints. Some may even argue that sedimentary beds are structural geological features. I would say they're very important for all of our applications in environmental geoscience and geological engineering. We need to understand where those structures, even if they're bedding planes, where they project in space, and use that information in our project site. That is one of the big things that we're trying to develop in structural geology, is our geological site model, or our tectonic model. The tectonic forces, those are the things that are folding our bedrock, and they are the things that are faulting our bedrock and creating joints and those structures that we can go out and measure. Now, we first want to do our desktop study. We go and we look at geological maps and other information. We can understand where we want to go, and we can go out in the field and we can measure things like foliation planes or intrusions. We can measure the offset on a fault and various other structural features that may be present at our site. These are all things that a structural geologist may do. We are interested in the geometry, the kinematics, and the mechanics. Just like a structural engineer, they want to know the forces that will deform a beam. In structural engineering, we want to make sure we don't get that amount of deformation, that our beam is strong enough to withstand the weight. But in structural geology, it's kind of the opposite situation. We have a deformed beam, or layers in our geological history that are recording the deformation. And now we want to understand what is the amount of strain, how much stress it took to deform it, the properties like the elastic stiffness and strength of the material. They all dictate how that material is going to behave under the tectonic forces or the glacial forces or even gravitational forces that deform the rocks around us. So all these aspects are important topics in structural geology. This is Structural Geology EGO 3002. It's a course in the Environmental Geology program at Trent University and Trent School of Environment. I'm no longer at York University, sadly, but I'm excited for all the adventures I'm going to have at Trent University. I look forward to teaching you more about structural geology in Season 4. Welcome to the classroom.